Hi, and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Nikki Kirk, and I'm officially in my 6th year of selling on Amazon doing retail arbitrage. This year will be my 6th Q4, which is crazy. It's exciting that I've been doing it this long, and it's also kind of crazy that I've been doing it this long, but I have no plans to stop because I absolutely love it. It works on my time, I get to make money, and it's just awesome. So anyways, if you like this video or any of my Amazon selling videos, please be sure to subscribe to my channel because it helps me out and it costs you nothing. So it really is awesome. So thank you so much if you are already subscribed, and if you are a new subscriber, welcome. In today's video, we're going to continue with the Q4 prep series that I've been doing here, and we're going to dive into IPI and what it means for your Amazon FBA inventory. Now, towards the end of every quarter, this email goes out. It says this. Hello, your Inventory Performance Index, IPI, score, and mine at this point was 526. Because your IPI score is at or above 400, you will not be subject to storage limits for standard size, oversized clothing, or footwear inventory starting on October 1st, 2022, or whatever year you happen to be watching this video. However, all products are subject to restock quantity limits. Like I said, this email goes out every quarter or the beginning of the next quarter to let you know what your IPI is and if you're going to have any storage limits. But because we're close to Q4, everyone is like super conscious and aware, and sometimes it freaks people out when they get this email. Now with Amazon, every Q4, they increase their storage fees a little bit. So there's already going to be some extra fees during Q4, and actually they've just sent out another inventory FBA fee that's going to be 35 cents an item on top of whatever it was. So the FBA fees are going up, which is totally normal for this time of year. It's just, kind of annoying. But I promise you there's still stuff out there, so don't let it deter you. If you're not aware, Q4 is the absolute best time to be selling on Amazon because everything sells. You're gonna see your inventory fly off the shelf, so just a quick reminder to prep for that now. Plan for your capital situation and plan to have inventory more than you think you're gonna need at Amazon or FBM, however you're gonna sell it, just plan for that now. So Amazon increases their FBA storage fees during Q4 because they don't want a lot of stuff that's not gonna sell in their warehouses. They have limited warehouse capacity, they have limited workers, and they want to have the best experience for their customers. So they need to have everything like selling that's going to be at the warehouse. And that's why you'll see some dates like towards the end of December, they're going to say, okay, now you can send stuff for 2023. They only want stuff that's selling right now at their warehouses. And to do this, they increase the storage fees every Q4. Last year, from October to December, I did just over $72,000 in sales, and my storage fees was just $408. So don't freak out about the storage fees, okay? They are so small. It's like 0.5% of my total sales was storage fees. So again, don't freak out about the storage fees. In fact, here's a grab from my inventory planning dashboard where you can see that in June of this year, I only paid $46 for storage fees. So it's like you're probably paying $40, $50. If you have a lot of inventory, you might be paying like $100 a month. But again, it's such a small part of your total sales. Don't let it freak you out. Okay, so if you're following along with me, in your SellerCentral dashboard, you're going to go to Inventory and Inventory Planning, and you're going to see this dashboard. This pink and green bar right here, that's your IPI. It's a number that Amazon has assigned you based on a variety of factors that we're going to dive into in this video. This number is basically telling Amazon, hey, this seller is good with their stock or they're poor with their stock. And if the seller is poor with their stock, they are going to limit how much they can send because again, they only want stuff in their warehouses that is selling. That's why if you've had inventory over a year, then you get long-term storage fees. And honestly, as an RA and OA seller, you shouldn't have inventory that long. That's really for like private label who's like shipping a ton of stuff, pallets of their item from China into the Amazon warehouse because where else are they going to put it, right? So side note, but anyways, as an RA OA seller, you really shouldn't have stuff that long. Now here's a quick breakdown of the storage limits based on different things. So if you are an individual seller, you're only ever going to get 10 cubic feet of storage at the warehouses. So individual, again, is that free account that maybe if you're starting out and you're not sure you're going to do this, you don't want to pay that $40 a month of the professional fee. And so you're going to have limits on your stock. right? If you're not a professional, if you're not like in this and you're not telling Amazon, yeah, you're doing this for real, they're going to limit how much you can send so that no one is just sending a ton of stuff to the warehouse. And then if you are professional, you have no storage limits if your IPI is in that green. It can be right on the edge of the green and pink and you are perfectly fine as long as it is in the green, you have no storage limits. If you do have a poor IPI and you're in that pink area, then you are probably maybe going to have storage limits. Again, it's up to Amazon. You can't say for sure you're going to, but it's a possibility. And if that happens, it could be just 25 cubic feet of storage for your account. So if you are close to the pink line and you want to make sure you don't go over it, or if you're in the pink line, I'm going to walk you through the 4 factors that go into that and how you can fix them. So in your SellerCentral, if you go ahead and click on this Performance tab at the top here, it's going to take you to this next screen where you see the breakdown. So again, you have this colorful IPI right here, and then you have the 4 breakdowns. So here are the 4 things that make up your IPI score. You have excess inventory, your sell-through, your stranded inventory, and your in-stock inventory. Now, in-stock doesn't totally influence your number all that much, and as you can see here, it's my worst number. But it's always bad because, again, I'm an RA, OA seller, and so because of that, I'm not able to just keep ordering from a distributor or wholesaler and keep my stuff in stock. So I find a couple things at TJ Maxx or Ollie's or wherever I'm sourcing, I send it in, I find as much as I possibly can, but at the end of the day, there's only so many those stores have, and there's only so many I can find. So for 4 years, I never would delete old listings from my inventory. I would just leave them because maybe I'm going to find it again in a couple months or I'm going to find it again next year. And it was just easier to relist it when the listing was already there in my inventory. Now, for a variety of different factors, one of which was that I got like a counterfeit or IP or something, can't remember what it was, but something happened to something I had not had in stock for over a year. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start deleting my old inventory. And as you can see, so I delete them after the return period has ended. So during Q4, the return period is going to go all the way to January 31st. But on a normal time, so like right now, it goes until 60 days. So the customer has technically 60 days if they want to return it. You can't do anything about that. That's just Amazon's policy, and we sell on Amazon, so we follow their policies. So if you want to delete it, I would recommend waiting after that 60-day return period. However, you can delete it whenever you want to. Just know that if they return it, it might go stranded. If they find it in the warehouse, it might go stranded. And that, again, you'll see it plays into your IPI, but you can easily relist from stranded. So it's not a big deal, but it is a little bit more work if you delete it before the return period is over. Now, like you see here, my number is low here, and it's always low. So I delete the listings. It doesn't necessarily help it improve. So just know that, like, I've never seen it actually help improve my number. The other 3 do. Okay, so excess inventory. Now, do not get this confused with long-term storage or anything like that. Amazon is considering it for IPI purposes. IPI is over 90 days, always a rolling 90 days, and it updates every week. So the last 90 days is going to tell you your next week's IPI score. So if you have excess inventory, that's over 90 days at the warehouse. Now, I don't like my stuff to be over 90 days. And as you can see here, I have quite a lot of excess inventory at the moment. And a lot of it is, if you followed my grocery outlet video when I was there in April, a lot of it is that stuff that I just bought a lot of it because I wasn't there for long. I was only there for a week, and I wanted, if it was going to sell, I wanted the most I could get out of it. So it was a little bit risky, and now I'm paying for that risk with my excess inventory that I'm really just kind of breaking even on this point, possibly even losing some money. So anyways, that's why I have a lot of excess right now. I don't normally have this much. Now, I like my items to sell. You know, I would love it if they all sell on the way to the warehouse, but I like my items to sell within 30 to 60 days. That's pretty typical. After 60 days, I'm like adjusting the price to move. If it's over 90 days, I'm just matching that buy box and trying to get rid of it like I'm doing with some of my items right now. But when I'm really trying to make all the profit I can, obviously, I am keeping my prices high and willing to let it wait up to 60 days or longer to get the money that I want out of it. I am not a seller who is price taking, quick in and out. No, I want those replens. I want to make a business out of this. I want to make money. So don't freak out if you see that you have excess inventory, but you can make adjustments, get rid of it, ask for it back, whatever you want to do. You can do that with your inventory to help your number come down. So like right now, I'm going to try in the next 30 days to get rid of all this stuff. If I can't, I will probably either liquidate it through Amazon or ask for it back and just donate it to charity, because a lot of it is like toothpaste. However, as you can see here, 14% of my stock is excess inventory, which is kind of a high number, but it's not affecting my IPI. I have a great IPI still. Okay, so the next factor is your sell-through, and it really goes hand in hand with excess inventory. If you have a lot of excess inventory, you're probably not selling through. So like I mentioned, it's a 90 rolling day average for your IPI. So your sell-through takes into account the units that you have shipped into Amazon in the last 90 days divided by the average number of units that are sitting at the warehouse. So basically, they don't want you sending in a lot of stuff that's not going to sell. Okay, that's the theme today. You want to be selling what you have. Now again, that doesn't mean freak out and drop the price. It just means within 90 days, you want to be selling your stock. The last thing and the number one factor that can help improve your IPI score within a week or by the next week is managing your stranded inventory. So it'll be stranded and unfulfillable. In your managed inventory, it'll be up there at the top, and if you see a number there, click it, and you want to take care of that. Whatever it is, ask for it back, dispose of it. Now, there are some limits on it, or not limits, but like, if your thing is transferring around the warehouse, FC transfer, it won't let you ask for it back. It needs to settle somewhere. So just know that sometimes it won't be there, but I always go in whenever I see it and I try it, and if it's like not there, ready to be removed or liquidated or whatever you want to do with it, disposed of, then I go back next week and try again. So definitely take care of your stranded inventory, because again, they don't want stuff sitting at the warehouse that isn't going to sell. And stranded inventory is like, it can't possibly sell because it's just sitting there. It doesn't have a listing to it, or it's expired and it's unfulfillable, or it's unfulfillable because it's a customer return and it was damaged. A variety of factors, but no matter what, you want to take care of it. So to make sure that your FBA, again, IPI is only for FBA inventory. To make sure that it's a healthy IPI, you really want to make sure you're sending in product that sells. How you know a product's going to sell is the rank. Now, of course, rank fluctuates, but for the most part, if you use Keepa and you look at the rank, you can tell if it's going to sell or not. If you want my help, I have a free rank guideline when you sign up for my email. The link is below. It's emailed right over to you, and it tells you all the good ranks within the categories, or basically the top categories. And it'll tell you, like, if you stay within this rank, you are pretty certain that it is going to sell, and so you don't really have to worry about it. So a lot of people keep it on their phone, or you can save it in your drive on your phone just to have handy when you're out shopping to know if it's going to be a good rank that's going to sell. Again, it's down below. You sign up for my email and it's sent right over to you. And if you're just thinking about starting Amazon and you want my help getting started doing retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, I have the Beginner FBA Selling course. The link is below. It's beginnerfba.com. It comes with a Facebook support group where I'm in there and other sellers are in there to answer your questions, whatever they have. I have 16 video course lessons within the course, and so it has the video, it has audio so you can download and listen to it like a podcast, and it also has the written transcript. So however you learn best, the course is there to help you along the way. I am literally there teaching you, so as you send your first shipment, as you go out sourcing or before you go sourcing, and right when you're setting up your Amazon account, I'm there to help you and walk you through it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back again for some more Q4 videos to help you prepare for your best Q4 yet. If you want my retail arbitrage guide to Q4, you can go ahead and grab it. It's updated for 2022 and ready to help you source like a pro. See you guys next week, and thank you for watching.